I'm Alice.
And I'm Brett.
And this is the Prosecutor's Legal Blues. Sorry, I got myself all up in a tizzy because I didn't know what I was doing.
You know, we've only been doing this for like 260 episodes.
I hear what you're saying. Look, I'm just a little emotional, but I kicked my baby out of my room. I'm just really emotional. It's okay. She didn't know the difference. She went right to bed.
So we don't have ads yet. So we can't record ad stuff.
Well, we're recording tomorrow too, right? So
we are, but we've got Nancy Grace, so we can do. We gotta do that Nancy Grace thing. So
okay,
we'll do that.
Sounds good. The VO.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I will clean up my closet so I don't have to be blurry. It's like a mess back here. Haven't folded my clothes in a while.
It's weird for them not to have sent us ads yet. Hopefully they didn't go out of business over the weekend.
You know it's going to come probably by the end of us recording, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. This is a sad story. Nobody likes clowns.
We don't do many happy stories.
There are no, like, good, happy clown stories. You know, it's not like the clown saved my life and delivered a scholarship check.
I know there used to be
I
think that's clowns.
I think clowns are always terrifying, right? That's the whole point, is they mask real feelings. Anyways, maybe we're getting real philosophical and deep. So.
There we are. Okay. You ready to start?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're already recording, right? I'm ready.
We are. Okay. Oh, I gotta get a word for you. Like you, I forget how to do this every week.
I know. Every week it's different.
Every week's it's like a new adventure.
New adventure indeed. Okay, I'm going to need to remember to lean in because the microphone is a tad further away in this setup. In this setup. Slender Man is back.
You have to love the mic.
Love the mic.
Love the mic. Caress it.
I know. I always forget. I get too excited.
Speak sweet nothings into its ear.
Okay, now you're just being weird.
Okay. Let's go. Here we go.
You dive into the story. People are complaining about my new setup, so I'm going to try to turn my camera around while you go, but I'm going to be on mute. You go for it.
You guys need to quit complaining about her setup.
Look,
here's Alice. She's doing all she can.
You guys don't hate on. They just want a beautiful viewing scenery, and I can't always.
Not
give
all
it to
of
them.
us. Not all of us.
I barely made it here tonight. I'm just happy to be here.
A beautiful Clue Award just right over our shoulder. Not everyone can have that kind of decoration. So
October's coming, and the October heist is coming.
On her.
Tell people the story. Tell people the story.
What story? Oh, the actual story. Oh, sorry.
Come on.
We were taking a break.
You just walked into a 1-star review.
I thought you were fixing your closet.
Oh, I am while you get started.
Okay. Sorry, Alice. I didn't mean to have some fun here on the podcast. Let's get into this very sad, depressing story.
How dare you chit-chat? But people are here to hear about scary clowns.
Scary clowns. Anyway, so much like Mrs. Brett, Marlene loved clowns. And she began life sorry. Marlene, you know, I just got to start drinking. I don't know what it is.
I don't know that I want to encourage it. Sorry, guys. The camera's going all over the place because I'm trying to make sure the wires are connected. But you're welcome. Did you see how I changed my entire room for you?
You really did.
Only for the patrons.
Hopefully moving this around isn't going to mess with the sound. I mean,
I literally, I'm looking at my sound levels, have no idea if it's plugged in. So,
if the sound's bad in this episode, I'm blaming the patrons.
Patrons.
Anyways, but yeah, so I haven't been drinking as much lately. You know, I'm trying to get healthier, not drink as much. I think I need to make an allowance for the podcast because the last few times I've just been drinking water and it's like I can't talk. It's like my mouth just gums up or something.
Have you run out of money? Do we need to start a beer fund for you?
No, I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to take care of myself. You trying to you're trying to kill me so you can take over the podcast, go solo?
I don't. That is the last thing I want for you to die. Okay, since we're talking about confessions, I definitely had like a big scoop of Bluebell delicious ice cream on the way over here, which is not a way to take care of yourself. It's a delicious way to live life, but not a great way to take care of yourself. Let's get back to the clowns.
Okay, back to the clowns. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Wow. Hey, did you finish? I'm sorry.
I did. Track. If you'd quit chatting with the patrons and pay attention to the show,
I'm making sure I picked the right ice cream. Look, guys,
whatever. Justine, stop talking to her.
Sorry, Justine. I cannot be trusted with ice cream talk. And in 1988, tragedy strikes again when Marlene's oldest son, John Jr., dies in a car accident, and he was only 22 years old. And the grief of losing a child caused added stress on the Warrens' already struggling marriage. Any one of you who maybe have studied psychology know that one of the biggest indicators of stress on a marriage would be losing a child. And certainly here, especially at such a young age, just 22, this is going to be an added stress among the two of them. So Mike and Marlene at this point are living virtually separate lives. Marlene's focused on running the rental properties while Mike is focused on running Budget Motors. And it was there that Mike met 27-year-old Sheila Keene. She was the wife of one of his tow truck drivers, and the two were described as having an instant connection, and they began an affair, although they, of course, denied that they had an affair, as both of them were married. In the spring of 1990, the Warrens' family life would turn upside down yet again, but this time not because of some car accident, but rather because of murder.
So you got like some sound. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's like that your table is unstable, or
I was probably playing
there's
with
like
my
some
table.
little sound.
I was doing this. I was playing with my table, which I shouldn't do.
Yeah. That's
Sorry
not
about that. I will not play with my table. Do you want me to record all of that again for Jason?
No,
I'll record that last.
That's fine. It was just
I can record that last
I didn't know what it was, so I didn't know if there was
It was me tapping my table in a very annoying manner. As I was doing it, I was like, "You should stop. You know better."
This is what y'all missed out on before. I don't know why tonight is the night.
Tonight is when all our bad habits come out.
Like you guys
Brett
missed
can't
out on
speak.
Yeah.
I
can't talk.
Camera's weird. Okay, let me do that last paragraph for Jason so he can choose to input it without messing up my sound if he wants to. Was that better?
That was beautiful.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, let's see.
People are like, we pay for these terrible bloopers?
These are live bloopers. Live bloopers. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's walk through the timeline in this case. So May 24th, 1990, two women who worked at Capezio Costume Shop were called
Capezio.
Capezio?
I'm sorry.
For like,
it's a dance.
Did you used to work at Capezio?
No, it's a famous dance brand.
Oh, it's a dance brand. I see. Okay. Capezio.
I mean, look, maybe this one's pronounced Capezio, but I didn't want all the dancers listening to be like, it's Capezio, Brett.
Okay. Well, then I'll pronounce it Capezio. And then somebody from Florida is going to be like, it's Capezio, you idiot.
It probably is Capezio.
Okay. Capezio. Okay.
Capezio.
Okay. Well, I'll just do it again. Here. You okay? What's wrong?
Continue.
It's your turn.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Something popped up on my screen and I couldn't see anything. I'm sorry. Everything went blank. Okay, I'm still here. Woo!
Okay.
You guys, this is what happens. You know when you practice on a stage and then you change the stage? This is why you have dress rehearsals. Everything falls apart. New stage, falling apart. Okay.
I don't want anybody to say that the full moon does not have an effect. Because it does. The full moon is definitely.
I think I had too much ice cream. I'm feeling it in my fingers. My fingers are tingling. Woo! I wasn't going to barf or tear up. I just literally couldn't see any of you, and I didn't know what was happening. This is very serious.
Good luck. Good luck with this one, Jason. Congratulations.
So sorry.
You're earning your
bonus
money on this one. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Don't forget to watch 2020 tomorrow.
I don't know if I want to. So,
I don't know. I don't want to watch it either.
So Mr. Alice was like, do you want to have a party? And I was like, heck no.
No.
I was like, that's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He did ask if I wanted to go over to y'all's house and watch it together. And I was like, you're the only person I would watch it with, but I was like, it's when our kids are going crazy, so I don't think so.
I almost just want to let other people watch it and tell us, number one, how often are we in it? And number two, how terrible is it?
Yeah. How about this? After our kids are in bed, we'll pull it up on Hulu and watch it together remotely so that we can bury our faces in the pillow.
I set my thing to record it, so.
I don't have TV. I only have I guess I do.
I have YouTube TV, so.
Yeah, I don't have TV, but I assume I can watch it on Hulu. See, I might not even be able to watch it at all.
You can watch it on Hulu. I don't know that you can watch it tomorrow on Hulu.
Oh, okay. That might be better. I might not want to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun times.
Well,
this has been fun, everybody. I hope we didn't get too preachy. Didn't want to get preachy. Trying to avoid preachy.
Sorry if we were preachy.
Yeah. Our apologies.
I always tell myself I'm not going to get fiery, and then I get fiery. It is. I wish I were Italian, but it's the Italiano in me. Oh, my goodness. All right. This has been fun, y'all.
All right. We love you. You guys are awesome, and we will talk to you soon.
Always. Can't wait.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Don't forget to stop
recording.
Don't forget to
stop. Yeah, don't forget to stop recording. Yeah, let's...
I'm sorry. I was
okay.
I live in a world of darkness. Sorry about that. It was a me problem.
That would have been a fun episode if we'd recorded it without being able to hear each other. Well, I could hear you.
You know, like lip reading. Can I share a... Oh, that doesn't look good. I am we need a doctor in the chat. I am quite sure that my oldest son broke my toe tonight.
Ow.
It's currently swollen twice the size.
Ow. That's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Doesn't feel good. He did not do it on purpose. He felt very bad, but it hurts a lot. Anyways, It's fine. But that's the thing. I've broken a toe before. You can't do anything about it. It's not you wear a cast.
True. There's nothing you can do.
You just do it, I'm going to wear flip-flops for the rest of the year, I guess.
If only a dog had bitten you, you'd have no broken bones, no swelling, and no bruising.
Speaking of which, are we going to finish today?
So much better. I don't know. The outline's not really finished, but we could do it if we wanted to.
There's I don't know that we'll get there, because there's so much. Anyways, okay. I'm ready. It's good to see you. I am a little tired. I woke up at 4 a.m. So I'm a little bit... If I sound funny, it's because I'm really tired.
Yes. Okay, let's see.
I will buddy tape it when I can touch it. I'm too scared to look at it closely because it's I think it's a broken toe with a toenail that's about to fall off. So I can't quite stomach it to look at it right now, and it hurts too much to touch it. But when I can touch it, I will buddy tape it. So thank you everybody for the MDs or the close to MDs in the chat. I appreciate it.
The worst thing I ever did to my toe is I was lifting weights with a friend once, and we were taking weights off the bar, and I was talking to him. And I didn't realize that there was a 10-pound weight. So I pulled the 25-pound weight off. And when I pulled the 25-pound weight off, the 10-pound weight came off the end and fell straight down and landed right on my toe.
On your toe? Did you break it?
Oh, really bad. I don't know that I broke it, but when it hit my foot, it pushed the toenatle out. So the toenail was pushed out.
Stop.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's bad. Okay. Anyways, just to take your minds off things that may be happening in the world. Okay.
There you go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm going to go with this. Okay, I got a word for you. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. I don't really know what to say anymore about what we're talking about. We're at the end, almost at the end. Okay.
We are. Hope springs eternal. The end is near.
Yes. Start to wrap up. Okay, here we go.
Purchase.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. And I assume they can buy it wherever they buy books. Is that right?
Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure we direct people.
Thrift Books, Goodreads. It's actually in the UK. It's on Amazon all over the world. Indigo. It's everywhere.
Okay,
is there an audio version yet, or is that still in the works?
There's an audio version coming out. I'm not sure when, but we do have a deal. And
Awesome.
Yeah, Arnold Powell is the narrator. So
Okay.
Awesome. Well, our podcast is very free flowing. We hope to have a conversation that just brings out y'all's story, the Velvet Hammer, also your incredible career to Judge Perry. And, we'll lead us where you'd like to go, but we'll guide you with the questions that we sent. But I'll sign on. We have like a quick little intro. We'll introduce what we're doing today, and then we'll dive into the conversation if that's okay with you guys.
That's great.
yes.
All right. Welcome back to the process. Oh, no, wrong show. We have two shows. Sorry.
You're right on the drink.
I know. Sorry about that. Oh, my goodness.
It was worth listening to, though. If you guys get a chance.
That was great.
It's
I just scared everyone away in the parking lot while I was listening to it.
I had a long drive, so I was able to listen to the whole thing, basically.
I listened to some of it, but then my kids refused to listen to it in the car, so I lose that driving time, Like, this is boring. Let's listen to something else.
Yeah. All
Not
right.
boring.
When are we recording again, Alice?
Tuesday?
It sounds fantastic.
Okay. Do you want to do another legal briefs, or do you want to do a case? We can do either's fine. I'm not traveling this week, so my schedule's a lot freer. Thank goodness.
Well, Julia said she would come do DB Cooper with us if we wanted her to.
Okay.
So we could always do DB Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Oh.
What?
I never plugged in my other camera. Well, this one's been fine.
Oh, I didn't even notice that it was
Yeah,
different.
So we'll plug in the other one and see if it changes. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm fine with that if we want to do another DB Cooper. And then we're recording Friday, right?
Yes. But
Okay.
not with these people.
Sorry. We are recording
Yeah.
Friday. We could also do Tuesday, Wednesday. I really can do any day this week except for Monday.
Okay. Let's do Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, that sounds good.
And we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right.
I can do that.
Love you
All
guys.
right, let's save
oh,
this.
yeah, I guess so.
Yes. Board.
Okay.
Sorry. It's the weekend. Just been slacking all weekend. So
Yeah.
I like your shirt. Was that a birthday present from
It was.
your kids? So do they have matching ones? Is that the?
No, they just wanted me to have an elephant astronaut. So
Oh, that's cute. Is there like did you watch an
no.
astronaut? Great. There's no need to have a reason behind it.
Yeah, it's just
That's sweet.
okay.
Nope.
Let's see.
Okay. That is pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's see.
I think there are too many scary stories about dolls that it's ruined dolls for me. I mean, not that I like love dolls or anything, but like when I see a kid with a doll, I'm like, scary. Like, I don't think it's cute. I think it's scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is definitely do it for you. Too.
Are we switch sides? Oh, no, are we switch sides?
Not anymore.
Does it matter? Oh,
This is how we always are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't tell because it's opposite for us. Does that make sense? Like what appears on the screen is opposite for what I see.
I don't really know what that means.
Is that not what you see? Like I see what everyone else sees, and I'm like, if we're the Brady Bunch, I'm the diagonal. So it's not a copy image for me. Is that not what you see? I'm going to take a screenshot of this.
Oh, I guess you've got it set
You know
up
what I'm talking
differently.
about?
Because I've got it side to side on mine. I see us a side to
Oh,
side.
I don't know how to see side to side.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's completely unimportant. 100% unimportant. I've now forgotten how to say the city's name.
Okay. Well, here we go.
just kidding.
Why don't we get started?
Let's get started.
Okay.
We're just prattling along. It's just a regular Sunday.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Okay.
So y'all are lucky because Brett strong-armed me into telling you guys today. I wanted to just surprise you guys with like a new baby.
As I
funny?
said, this is a surprise. I don't really understand.
I know, but wouldn't it be funny to just like post a picture of a baby and be like, "It's not Brittany."
I guess. Well, you can still do that. I mean, the people
I
on
think
Twitter
it's
will
funny.
have no idea. We can just post pictures.
They'll be like,
I did
don't
not
even know who
strong arm
are.
you. I said you could
No,
wait.
you did not
until
strong arm
Halloween
me.
if
It
you
was the
wanted to.
perfect time because like sometimes the stories are too serious. I don't want to like share lighthearted news when it's, a sad story.
Yeah, that's
So.
true. This was a more fun episode. So I assume we don't have any ads yet, right?
Nope, I don't see any. Except for Babbel, except they're not really, I don't think they've even bought an ad with us for a long time, but they should.
Yeah, I know. They can come back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brett did spill the beans last episode, y'all.
Only if you were really paying attention.
Only if you were really listening. I'm not mad about it. It's fine.
You had to be an investigator.
It was
You had to
pretty funny, though. I was like, come on, man.
There were only like two people. Like Joe and Sophie got it.
I know, because they are like, tuned in. I could tell they knew because they immediately like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah. Sophie was like, she's in the zone.
Yes, I was pregnant at CrimeCon.
Yeah. So.
Yes, I was. That was partly why. That's why I was fat, not because of all the cheese I ate. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes, I have no such excuse.
Oh gosh.
Okay. All right. Well,
This has been fun. Okay, tomorrow.
this has been fun.
But
Tomorrow,
we're
Alice
not
and I are
live?
doing an interview, but it's not
It's
live,
gonna be a
so
good one,
sorry,
y'all.
guys. It's gonna be a good one.
You're gonna
We'll play
love
it
this
later.
one.
Yeah.
And then,
So,
are you still here Tuesday?
No. We're leaving Tuesday night.
Okay, so we'll just record tomorrow. I'm not always pregnant at CrimeCon. Was I pregnant last time? Like not this time, but no, because I already had Brittany, didn't I?
No, you had her with you.
I had her
She
with
was
me as
there.
a baby, but I wasn't pregnant.
Right.
Yeah, I did get in a car accident. Pregnant, yeah. There you go. I have to call
I
them.
know
back.
that worried me.
I forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They still have to like, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to answer your questions. I'm sorry, guys. It's like a little bit delayed. I've missed it. You can send me the question. That's right. Brittany was up there. Brittany is so cute, you guys. Like, oh. Maybe I'll bring her to the next CrimeCon because she's just like, she's a hoot.
She is.
She is a
super
hoot.
cute.
She's just really funny, is all.
She is.
Like,
She's great.
I like her. She's a good one.
It's too bad. The only problem with the next CrimeCon is we have to fly.
It's pretty far. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I did like driving, except for the whole getting in a car accident thing. I don't know if I've run out of cloffices, guys. Too many kids.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Be alone.
I actually have thought about this. Is some of you may have heard. I was trying to convert like a screened-in porch to a podcast office because I've run out of offices. Anyways,
Yeah.
no. So Brittany is actually a lot older than like she's a year and a half. So she's not a baby, but she looks little. She's pretty little.
She's all tiny little baby.
She's literally physically little.
Yeah. It's hard to believe it's been that long.
That's the thing is I know it feels like, I mean, it is. This is the closest my kids have been apart, like in distance, and I'm a little freaked out by it. So those of you who've done 2 under 2, like, bless you. I don't know how this is gonna go, but she was born a lot longer ago than I remember, just because like there's so much that's been going on Like, it seems like we did Adnan yesterday, but it's been a year.
I know. I mean, we did do that other Adnan.
There's been a lot of Adnans.
It's been a lot of Adnan. We're just going to keep doing the podcast.
I wonder if this look, here we go. So last time we were like fighting the verdict for Murdaugh, which was really exciting. Like, we made it. This time, are we going to be doing Delphi? I don't know.
That's a good point.
Like,
That's a good
is
point.
Delphi going to go? And it's supposed to go like what? 10 days? 18th to the 28th? Like, y'all, this could...
That's a good point.
We could be doing Delphi, and this could be the countdown to baby. You know, that could be exciting. I will definitely bring my microphone to the hospital if that's the case, because this case deserves it.
Yeah.
And also, I'll be probably a little unhinged. You know, I mean, I'm always unhinged, but like that case, man, gets my blood boiling. So
I still don't think there's going to be a trial in October.
I don't either, actually. But if there were going to be one. Maybe
it's at least moving more in that direction than it was in May.
I think.
Like in May,
there will be
will
be a trial or a plea. I'm not totally convinced that it will be pushed much further, and it shouldn't be, because the rulings are happening to put it in a place where like it can go. You know,
with them losing the confession thing,
I know.
I think
yes,
moving towards a incompetence defense, if they're going to have a defense, feels like to me
the next step,
what they have to do. So if they do that, that'll push the trial. So
yeah, I just, for the sake of the family, I don't want it to be pushed anymore. And also, it'll push back our deep dive, guys. You don't want it to be pushed, because then we can't do Delphi and deep dive at the same time.
He's pretty clearly guilty. He pretty clearly wants to plead. His family really does not want him to plead and doesn't believe he's guilty. It's all about that. It's not like, what's the state going to do? What's the defense going to do? It's just, does he plead guilty? Or does his family not let him plead guilty? I mean, that's just all there is. So who knows? I mean, you can't predict that. That's completely those inter-family dynamics. And we see that. The number of times we see people where we give them a really good plea offer, and mama's in their ear saying, no, you should fight. You should go to trial. You should fight. And then they lose. And then they get like twice as much time. Happens all the time.
Yep.
All the time.
It really does.
So anyway.
I just don't think he has the right people who are talking to him. So the fact that he was like asked, you know.
He doesn't have.
His actions certainly do not indicate he doesn't want to plea. His actions absolutely show he wants to plea, but I think he has a lot of voices in his ears. And remember, like, he's been confined for a while now, so it's not like he's talking to the general public. He's not, you know, there are not a lot of wise voices around him, I think, which is a disservice to him and his.
And there's no one telling him you should plead guilty.
Correct.
No one is telling him that, so he would have to do it on his own. So I don't know. But look, I think the prosecution...
the one good thing, maybe about the trial is that I think that's the only way, when everything is out in the open, that it can defeat a lot of the lies that have been spouted by one side.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it is
this is not for the public, right? It's about the victims, and that's what's going to suck. Is it's going to be horrific, not just for Richard Allen, but for the victims as well, because everything will be out in the open. And when you plead, obviously there's the facts of the case, but like all the evidence doesn't have to come out, and for the better of the victims, it doesn't all come out. So
and you could always have. I mean, look, the conspiracy theory worked in the Karen Reed case. So, like,
yeah,
maybe they come up with something. I mean, it's going to be this judge, Bev, was kind of a squish. I mean, she was kind of a squish in the Karen Reed case. Yeah. She kept the third party thing out, but then basically let them do it anyway. So
I don't think that will be the case here. I don't think it will be the case here, because Judge Gull is sophisticated, and the opinion kind of, there is no squishiness about it, right? It was very clear that this was completely speculative and not tied to any evidence. That's why he couldn't bring it in. But with all that said, I think there's been so much disinformation that the one good thing coming out of a trial is that it would all, you know, sunlight is the best disinfectant. It will squash and maybe get rid of any like TV deals that people might get, because it will be shown to have all been a farce.
Yes.
Anyways.
But I guess we'll see what happens.
All I'm going to say is October might be real spicy.
October could be fun.
Which would be good that we've done all the October episodes so we could focus on it. So
that's true. I mean, we're going to be, because I mean, next week, if we record an episode, we'll do a November episode because I want to wait for Halloween.
You want to wait for the Halloween?
Closer. I want to wait till it's closer to Halloween.
Can I tell you one other thing? This is just for anyone who says that I trample on you and cut you off. Do you know why I actually announced today? I didn't want to steal your thunder for Halloween.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And that is the absolute truth. I was like, you know what? Brett loves Halloween so much. I'm not going to steal his thunder on Halloween.
I would have been honored to have you.
Whatever. You would be like, let me take out my Dracula
Halloween.
teeth so I can, congratulate you.
Never. You're the best,
Anyways,
Alice.
it's always fun to hang out with my
right.
65 best friends.
It's true. You guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking around. Alice, don't forget to stop recording.
Yep, I did forget.
Go ahead and end the stream. Bye, guys.
Record. By the way, sorry, did we have an agenda for today?
Well, I
know that we're going to talk about everything.
Yeah, we were just going to talk about everything.
There's a lot.
Can you hear me fine now?
I can hear you fine. Keep talking. Let me see if there's a delay.
I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to turn off my... Let's see. I'm going to look at what we talked about earlier.
So far, we seem to be jiving on timing, not delayed or anything.
Okay. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. I mean...
Yeah.
We got plenty of stuff to talk about. Okay. It's just a news smorgasbord, as I said.
News smorgasbord. Smorgasbord is a great word. Where does smorgasbord come from? What is the etymological origins of smorgasbord?
I think Lower Alabama. That's what, they call.
Like fancy people have charcuterie boards. We have smorgasbords down in the South.
Yeah. I think it's like, I don't know. It feels like a, oh, there you go. Sweden. Sounds.
Is it?
I don't know. That's what
smorgasbord.
That's what La Petite Marie says. So I'm gonna go with it.
I think people are making fun of my sweater, and they're saying my sweater's loud, and I don't understand why they think it's loud. I do normally only wear black.
I love it. I love it.
We are.
Y'all gotta remember, my voice is still recovering, so I'm not as loud and bombastic.
Don't make him yell, y'all. Okay.
I've been trying to smoke more to get my voice this.
No smoking, guys. Kids, don't smoke.
Smoking's bad. Okay. I don't smoke. Smoking's bad. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Take it away.
Oh, that's right. It's me. Oh, man. Hold on. I got a word for you, but.
See, I would have worn my Krispy Kreme sweater if I had known.
Do you have a Krispy Kreme sweater?
No.
No. We can make you one. Okay, while I'm looking for this word, something that, sometimes I just get these harebrained ideas, and I got obsessed over Christmas with wanting to learn how to embroider. I don't know how to embroider. Cross-stitch. Embroider. Because I want to embroider Christmas stockings. But then I realized I don't know how to embroider, so I need to learn how to embroider first. So if someone knows a great kit on how to start embroidering, send it my way. Because once I embroider, I'm going to embroider you a Krispy Kreme sweater. I was going somewhere with that, just so you know.
Somebody teach Alice
how to embroider. Specifically, how to embroider a Krispy Kreme sweater. Okay.
I'm still drinking Topo Chico. I'm still recovering from my illness.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Wait, what? Hold on. It's been a long time since we've done this.
It's true.
Yay. You made it to the end. I don't know if other people hear it, but you just started breaking up at the very end.
Huh.
I cannot
That's
hear
so
you.
Weird.
We saved it. Oh my goodness. That's crazy that we signed off just in time. Nope. Can't hear you. It says you're muted. There we go. I can hear you, but your sound is weird. It's tinny now. It wasn't tinny before. You know what? We're almost at the hour mark. Remember that used to happen to my computer? Remember? I don't know. That is so bizarre because we just hit an hour on the live and you went muted and then you came back tinny. And now yeah. So, okay, now I'm really glad we signed off. Look at that. Let me save.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. This is exactly how I want to end a busy day, though. Okay, I'm ready. I've already thought about the whatever you call it anyways and
All right,
freak
well, let's
everybody
go.
out who's here. Okay.
I'm ready whenever you are. Gotcha.
Sorry, guys, we're late because I just couldn't stop talking to Brett about the case.
It's true.
I couldn't
true.
couldn't stop myself.
Alice is sick again, so you guys be nice to
No,
her.
I'm not sick again. I'm still sick. That's the same thing.
She maintains her sickness.
I
Yes.
maintain my sickness. It's very different.
Right.
Okay. All right, we're gonna say all sorts of controversial things tonight.
It's always stressful, these last episodes.
Well,
yeah.
that's why, and I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I'm like, I'm a little bit tired. These things kind of give me anxiety all day.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we definitely are going to say a lot of controversial things. You're not going to agree with everything we say today. I'm just going to throw it out there.
It's probably true.
Okay.
Usually the case.
Usually,
the case.
which is good because we don't want a bunch of yes men and women.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So we are ready to go then. Let's see. I got to find you a word.
I may steal some of our discussion when I talk about what I
Feel
think.
free.
The trials.
Steal away. Steal
What we were just
away.
talking about when we were not live.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Like that one.
I still maintain that we recorded those 2 episodes. And I was brilliant.
Oh, I mean, it was the greatest episode.
I mean-
the prosecutors, the lost episodes.
It was like mic drop 10
Mm-hmm.
times over, and everyone was like, yeah, give her the award, Brett.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. In those episodes, you have the reward, the award. It's like
That's
sitting
how we
behind
know
you
it's
the
a
whole
dream.
time.
You know, like in dreams, you have to figure out, like, if you can feel pain. If you see the award in my background, you know it's a dream.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. We ready?
Yeah.
Technically, we have ads today, but we can do those later if
I
we
know.
want to.
No, we can totally do that. It's just
We got so
it's
many.
sad.
Oh, it's so sad. It's a terrible case.
People who think like this is just an act, it's not. I'm very sad.
I know. Yeah, this one was heavy.
This one was really sad.
I mean, I don't like saying that someone's been wrongfully convicted. It's very...
I also don't like talking about all the terrible things Leo has done or all the terrible things Jeremy has done. You know, like they're both human beings who've had really bad, really tough things in their lives, but also they've both done a lot of bad things, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know, it's like we said when we talked about the abuse stuff. I mean, I don't know how much of that's true and how much of it's not, but I don't believe it was just made up out of whole cloth.
I don't think it was
believe
nothing, right?
Right.
But obviously there could be a spectrum, like there always are. Man.
Okay, so let's see. Well, we should save this,
Now we
I
should
guess.
save this. Oh my goodness.
I pulled up the
Okay.
relevant testimony from the mechanic if people want to look at it. All right.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
gonna
it was
stop mine.
brilliant. It was so brilliant. I had nothing to say about that. It was
Oh,
just so
I'm
brilliant.
going to keep recording
You're
then. Wait, tell you
brilliant.
about how brilliant it was. So
okay,
brilliant.
okay.
Okay,
You
we're
are
done?
brilliant. You know
We're
it.
done.
And you know I think you're brilliant. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
I'm stopping now.
Okay, stop. Or have you stopped? And just for a little cliffhanger, before you do that, can I just go get some more water before I
You
go
sure
into
can.
coughing hack?
Do that.
Sorry. Everyone think about how you would have voted on that jury while I go get water.
And let's talk about the most important question. So, the biggest prop bet in the Super Bowl. Will Jason, or Travis Kelce. Will Travis? Jason? Which one is it? Whatever his name is. Will he propose to Taylor Swift at the end of the Super Bowl? Yes or no? If you think he will, by the way, you can make a lot of money because there's a bet on it and it's like plus 2,200 is no, or is yes. So if you think he's gonna propose, you can bet $100 and win $2,200. So if you think he's gonna propose, put your money where your mouth is and make it happen. See, here's the thing. I think it would be the most amazing media opportunity ever. So I think he totally should. And then they can decide later on if they actually want to get married or not. But he totally should do it. It would just be this huge media opportunity. Massive.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's whether Travis Kelce will propose to her after the Super Bowl.
I think she deserves better than that. She can have a separate proposal than the Super Bowl.
Well, see, maybe he's already
girls,
proposed
ladies,
to her,
are you
but he
with
could
me
talk
on
it
that?
out. Look, she's
Wait,
a media
wait.
superstar. She knows. She knows.
Hey, can I just say something? The difference between, I'll just say you and me, but men and women. I think guys think that's so romantic to propose at the Super Bowl, but I'd be like, this is the most important day of my life. Like, where am I sharing it with the Super Bowl?
I don't think it's romantic. I think it's a great media opportunity, and she commands a massive media
Okay,
empire.
also for the media, she's already going to command the massive media, whatever. But to have multiple days
this
of
would
massive
take
Taylor
it
Swift. No.
to just like-
different. Listen. Will you let me talk? Different media blitzes like this is even better for them. It's all about overexposure, right? And so if you do it on Super Bowl, you already have a massive audience, the biggest audience ever, because she flew 13 hours from Tokyo and made it on time. Then they win, and then another separate event. Yeah, no, they would make so much more money that way.
He proposes then, and then you have all the post-proposal media blitz. Planning the wedding and
that's what I'm
everything.
saying. You're still going to have the media blitz, but then you have the Super Bowl, which you make a bunch of money on. I'm talking about the more eyes on different things. If this was just media, you have the Super Bowl. You already have like massive eyes on it because of that. A separate proposal event with just as much as Super Bowl audience. When else are you going to get that type of audience? Not for the Grammys, not for the Emmys.
Is he going to propose to her at the Olympics? I mean, what is a bigger media
At
event
her show.
like?
At her show.
There aren't 1 billion people watching her show.
Oh, they would make it happen. They would make it happen. Anyways, okay, back to this. Sorry. Before I like lose control coughing. Okay. I do think she wants to get married though, based on her songs. But
yeah,
I think she wanted to marry Alwyn, but he wasn't the right one. Because if you listen to her songs, we'll get into it. We'll analyze her lyrics later, but I don't think she's like anti-marriage. That's just me. I don't know her personally.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? We got to close out episode 8, start episode 9, pretty much. I wouldn't get specific about what we've said and not said since we're doing this. Because I was just going to tell Jason, like, somewhere an hour or so in, split it up. Right, exactly. Do you want to do a question at the end of it or no? Okay. Okay, here we go. It was... I can't remember. It wasn't episode. I mean, you can listen to episode 1 to 4 again if you want to, but it was a little bit later than that. Okay. And I'll say this. They did it in a much nicer way than Taylor Swift. And I actually think it worked out for them because I think what they wanted us to say, we ended up saying. So, there you go. There you go. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess I'll stop us. Okay. Okay,
All right.
So now we got to do the intro.
For episode 9.
Episode 9. Okay, let me ask. I got to get a superlative for you.
The work you put in, Brett. I'm gonna pull up the ads while we're doing
Sounds good. All right.
Is it already Wednesday again? Tuesday?
It is already Wednesday again. Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, if I start looking like I'm sweating, pretty sure my AC's given out. So, of course that would happen, right?
Yep.
It has been a fun. I'm hoping it gets fixed because we have friends staying with us in like a day, and it is real hot here. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Did y'all have fun at the pool?
Yeah, had a great time.
Great. We had very early bedtimes for everyone because everybody skipped naps and everybody we swam like 10 hours this weekend cumulative.
Yeah, they seemed
so
like
tired.
they were on the verge.
They
By the time we
like,
got there.
they were on their way to the pool, like skipping nap time, and I was like, "You sure this is the best idea, Dad?" And he was like, "What could go wrong?" I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Let's say they were all in bed before 7, which is very early. Very early for us.
Nice.
Anyways, all right. Welcome back to the Prosecutor's Legal Briefs. I'm your host, Alice, and I'm joined as always by my... I had such a good... I forgot it. I forgot it as I was saying it. No, it was good. Wait, I have to go back. I have to go back and do it.
Go back in time.
I like thought about it today, and then I was like, "Oh, what was I going to say?" Oh,
Did you remember it? A lot of pressure.
But I'm going to come up with, but I got a new one.
Okay.
Now I'm hungry.
Good job,
So
Alice.
I just made another order from our cow person, which is why I asked you about the ribeye, because I am perfecting my steak.
That is great. It is so good.
No, I am perfecting my steak, but they were trying to clear out their freezers for like new cows, and so I like bought all the steak that was available. She messaged me and she was like, "Did you mean to buy all the steak?" And I was like, "I did. Yep, that was all I was trying to buy."
That's hilarious.
But it's cheap.
Well, you'll have to make steaks and we'll come over and eat them.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to understand.
And maybe I'll say this is now the greatest.
No, it's definitely
steak
not
I've
going
ever
to be.
had.
But the new thing I've been doing, I mean, it's not that new, but like one thing that has changed the way my steaks taste is that after I take it off, it's like I used to do just a little bit of butter, but now I put like a slab of butter on top and then tent it. And that has changed because it's the tenting that like causes the greenhouse effect that makes the butter just melt in. And it's pretty good. It's not what you're describing, but it's pretty good.
Look, I can't explain it. It was just
good steak. So, there was a time when I was a vegan, and the thing that come back to meat eating wasn't like, oh, a little bit of fish or like some fish or, lobster. It was like raw Texas steak. You're not supposed to jump in like that, but I did. And then I never turned back.
Maybe it was people, maybe it wasn't steak. They just advertised steak.
Maybe it was that you were in a new place and it was magical.
Or it was people. I mean, the thing is, by that point in that trip, we had been gone for like 2 months. So, we were kind of sick. It's like, oh, great. Another beautiful cathedral. Like, how many amazing things can we really see? And we'd eaten so much and we'd eaten at so many great places.
Yeah.
So we were not in a place where we were going to be, because I remember earlier meals from that trip that were fantastic and were amazing, but we weren't in a place where we were queued up to be wowed by this and for this to be memorable. It was just another meal. And then it was like, blew my mind.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Blew my mind.
Oh, it was
almost as good as Texas Roadhouse.
I did make a curry tonight though, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we had trashy Italian food.
That's not trashy.
Like Fazoli's.
Fazoli's is great. I ate Fazoli's all the time in high school because it was like there was a Fazoli's by my high school and we got off-campus lunch as seniors. I ate a lot of Fazoli's growing up. But what was I gonna say? Okay.
All right. Well, I guess
love
this
curry
has been
too,
fun.
Sophie.
This
I
has been
love
real.
curry so much, and I made a veggie curry tonight. I love my meats, but this particular, it's a cauliflower curry, and it's so good. It is so good, and I always like double the amount of peanuts I put in there. Oh, toasting up some peanuts to crunch on top. Great.
That sounds delicious. I'll be over and.
I have a lot left over because I make a lot of it. Even bro, those of you who are asking about Brittany, thank you for asking. She didn't eat for 2 days, but guess what she ate tonight? The curry. She ate the curry. She didn't eat a lot of it, but she ate more than she has the last 2 days. So I'm like, that curry's gonna blast her nose open. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, the hottest curry I've ever had was on that same trip in Vietnam. We went to a Indian place in Vietnam because we'd had a ton of Vietnamese food. And I got one of the curries, and I guess it was really hot. It was really hot, but it was great. Okay, guys. I guess we'll let you go. We love you all. We'll see you soon. I don't know when we'll record again. When are we recording again, Alice?
I mean, I'm here.
Gone
if
Thursday
we want to
through, or Wednesday through
yeah.
Sunday.
You leave on Wednesday?
Yeah.
I mean, I could do this week. Let me just see. I can do this weekend. Oh, wait. Are you here this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to invite you to do something that everyone's going to watch me invite you to do, and you better do it.
I'm not going to be here on Saturday.
Why?
That's
Why?
on Saturday. Because the boss has invited all of us to his home.
All right, because
a couple hours away.
Well, what I was going to say is we're going to do a polar plunge on Saturday morning.
Oh, wow.
And go eat.
Really?
Yes. You should come if you want an excuse, because you might be incapacitated after the polar plunge.
My wife, she saw that and was like, what kind of crazy person would do this? And I guess now we know the answer.
We are the crazy people who are doing the polar
answer.
plunge. And then we're going to go eat breakfast afterwards. So, yeah.
The closest I ever did to a polar plunge is we just continue the humble bragging. I was in Budapest, and they have these like hot springs and like baths, like bathhouses, like these that are like 2,000 years old or whatever. And everybody goes, and like most of them are hot springs, but they have outside. It was in the winter. It was in January, and snow, ice everywhere, freezing cold. And then outside they had these like really cold pools that people would go jump in and then run out and run back to the thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try that. It was really cold. It was really cold. I don't know that it was something I want to do again.
I swam in the Continental Divide in Iceland, which is just glacier like deposits. So it wasn't, I mean, it was pretty cold. As I jumped in, I thought to myself, what if I have a cardiac arrest and just like sink to the bottom into the Continental Divide?
I don't know, but you know, one of the worst places to end up, right? You're like
as I was jumping and my feet like barely touched the water, and I was like, oh no, this is the worst place to have, like, I know that actually if you did die, you would float and not sink down. But in my mind, it was like all these horror movies, and I'm like, I'm going to get sucked into the middle of the earth, into the Continental Divide, and disappear.
I think you sink first and then float.
Dang it, don't say that. Sink. Don't say that. But
well, you made it.
I made it. I made it. But that was a pretty cool experience because you got to like swim across the Continental Divide.
This entire conversation reminds me of the Continental Divide in your life before you have kids.
Yeah, we did all this before we had kids.
Yeah. Not too many trips to Vietnam and Budapest with the 2-year-old in tow, at least for me. But anyway.
Oh, no. Apparently you
all
do
right,
sink,
guys.
says the doctor. Oh, it's terrifying.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
I'm glad I made it, too. But if you're ever there, and by the way, like, it's pretty great because the way Iceland is, there's just like one road. You can just stop. Like the Continental Divide is in lots of different places. You just stop. So it wasn't a tourist attraction. We literally pulled off on the side of the road, and there was a little sign that said Continental Divide. I even think it said no swimming. But, you know, got to do what you got to do when in Iceland.
Once. Yeah, exactly. When in Iceland, break the law.
Sorry, Iceland. I apologize.
Sorry, Iceland.
Okay. This
never
is
go back.
Anyway, so I can record this weekend if you want.
Okay.
I should be able to record just about any day up until you leave. And obviously,
right. Let's shoot for Sunday. You want to shoot for Sunday? Because I can't do Saturday.
Oh, you'll be gone all into.
I could.
Wait, so you're going to be here in the morning? You could totally do the polar plunge.
Yeah, but I'm not doing the polar plunge and then doing.
Is it an all day thing?
I'm going to be depressed.
It's supposed to do the opposite. It's supposed to like wake you up.
Well,
that's fine. We don't have to do
if
that.
it weren't so far away, that's the only problem. I like
are your
getting together
kids going?
Because
don't they have to go to sleep at some point?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The kids were invited, but I was like,
oh, you're going to drop them off and they're going to be watched.
You are crazy.
Okay.
So
no,
I'm going to go.
Sunday is fine. I might
now
have
the wife, you know, she can do the polar plunge because she'll be here all day. So
wait, she's not going? Oh, she's coming to the polar plunge with us.
Somebody's got to keep the kids.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a grandparent thing.
It's a good point. Lillian is saying I shouldn't do this because I was just sick. You're trying to kill me. Is you trying to get rid of me? You're trying to push me out of the podcast?
Yeah.
You can take it over?
Yeah, I am.
That's it.
Okay, well then maybe I'll make her, because you know what? My boys really want to do it. I don't know if they're going to do it because we did a polar plunge a month ago. The Grinch run. when we did the Christmas thing. Did I tell you about that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was also like 70 degrees, so it wasn't a real polar plunge because it was still warm back then, but now it's really cold. So this is going to be a legit polar plunge.
Kids get in cold water all the time. It's like the pool in March.
Well, I can
like,
tell you
doing?
one of my kids probably will do great. The other one will probably whine a lot. I do want to take
Okay,
over
for
the
real,
calls.
real.
Okay, bye.
For real, real. We're going to see you guys later. Alice, don't forget to stop your recording.
I totally forgot. Thank you. Thank you for that. Lord.
Okay.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Portends of great things to come.